So my dear students, so now we will understand the ideal solution and non-ideal solution. So in the last session, we have seen the ideal solution which follows Raoult's law, and now we will see the non-ideal solution. So in the last class, I have forgotten to tell you the examples of the ideal solution, and these are all the examples for the ideal solution. So see here, methanol, ethanol. So these are the examples of the ideal solution, methanol and ethanol, and ethyl chloride, ethyl bromide, benzene, and toluene, N-hexane, N-heptane, propane 1-ol, propane 2-ol, or CCl4, SiCl4, or carbon tetrachloride or tetrachlorosilane. So now here the ideal solutions are nothing but they must follow the Raoult's law. So what is Raoult's law? So here I have already told you the conditions for the all ideal solution. So it must follow the Raoult's law, that is P is equal to P naught A zeta A plus P naught B zeta B. So this is the condition that for the Raoult's law. So it must follow the Raoult's law means the observed, whatever the observed, this P is a observed pressure, that is with the instrument, that is manometer, and it must be equal with the calculated value. This is a calculated value and this is the observed value with the instrument. So you have taken a two solution, one is with methanol and another one with the ethanol. So two solution, one is A and another one B, and you are getting a solution which is AB, and the pressure, the vapor pressure is calculated with the instrument called the manometer. So manometer is an instrument used to calculate the vapor pressure. So this particular AB, the pressure is calculated with the instrument manometer, and it must be equal with the calculated value, that is P naught A. P naught A is a constant for each liquid. Each volatile liquid is having certain amount of P naught A because it is a pure liquid. So at a certain temperature, a pure liquid, so is having certain P naught A values. So there is a P naught A fixed value for methanol, ethanol, ethyl chloride. Every liquid will have a fixed pure vapor pressure, that is P naught A, and zeta A is the concentration whatever you have taken. If let us say if you have taken 30, if you are taking 30% of methanol and 40 remaining will be 70% of methanol. That means 0.3 is a mole fraction of methanol and 0.7 is a mole fraction of ethanol. So that is a zeta A and zeta B. So the calculated value, it must equal with the observed value, then only it is an ideal solution. So all whatever the solutions we have taken, methanol, ethanol, ethyl chloride and ethyl bromide, benzene and toluene. So all those things, they are ideal solutions. So it must follow the whatever the conditions, that is delta V mix is equal to 0, delta H mix is equal to 0, and the interactions of A comma A, it must be equal with B comma B, and it must equal with A comma B. So these all the things we have already seen in the last session. You have to see the ideal solution, then we will move on to the non-ideal solution. So let us start with the non-ideal solution. So what is non-ideal solution? So let us see the non-ideal solution. So non-ideal solution again. So see here, the ideal solutions are definitely they will follow the Raoult's law. So I have just now only I told you that the P total, which is equal to P naught A zeta A plus P naught B zeta B, and next again delta V mix is equal to 0, delta H mix is equal to 0. So see here, you can easily understand here, delta H mix is equal to 0, and the interactions of A comma A, B comma B, that must be equal with the A comma B. Then only it is an ideal solution. But non-ideal solution means again, so it may be not equal to 0. So that is not equal. So here also it is not equal to 0, not equal to 0. Here also they may be not equal. Then it is called the non-ideal solution. So ideal solution, that means it must be equal. So non-ideal solution, so it doesn't follow Raoult's law, and these, so delta V mix is not equal to 0, H mix is not equal to 0. We will see certain example so you can easily understand. So this non-ideal solution is again classified into two types, that is with the negative deviation and another one which is positive deviation. So negative deviation and positive deviation. So see here, so why we are getting again two types, because so here it V mix is not equal to 0. So that means it may be less than or equal to 0 or greater than or equal to 0. If it is less than or equal to 0, then it is negative deviation. And if it is a greater than equal to 0, then it is a positive deviation. So here the non-ideal solution means not equal. So in place of not equal, I can write less than or greater than. Here also I can write less than, greater than, less than, greater than, less than, greater than. So here by using the less than and greater than, you can write just two types of classification. That is the non-ideal solution with a negative deviation and non-ideal solution with a positive deviation. So we will understand all those things, the positive, why a particular solution is a positive deviation, why a particular solution is a negative deviation. We will see all those things. So this see here. So this is one of the different major differences between the positive deviation and the negative deviation. So see here, very simple. The non-ideal solution is the positive deviation with Raoult's law. So see here, positive deviation with Raoult's law. So definitely it doesn't follows the Raoult's law. So see here. So it doesn't follows Raoult's law. Here the negative deviation also definitely there doesn't follows Raoult's law. But here the symbol, if it is equal, then it is an ideal solution. But if not, then it is a non-ideal solution. And in case of the non-ideal solution, again it is a positive deviation and the negative deviation. So positive deviation means nothing. See here the greater than again symbol. So all these things, see here, the greater than, greater than, greater than, greater than 0, greater than, greater, everything is greater than is there. Something the positive deviation, excess will be there. So here the positive pressure, excess pressure is observed here. And here the interactions, they are stronger and they are weaker here. The interactions are also higher in case of A, A and B, B. Here also the V mix is greater than 0, H mix is greater than 0. And these are the examples for the positive deviation. And here in case of the negative division, see here the less than, again the symbol is less than here. The negative, lesser you will get. So negative, less than 0, less than 0. These are the examples. We will see one by one why a particular solution is a positive deviation, why it is a greater than, why it is less than. But you have to know that there is a two types of again non-ideal solution. So those they are having, one is positive deviation, one is negative deviation. Even you can see the graph also. So this is the positive deviation graph. So see here, actual the ideal gas, the line, this one is the ideal line, and this one is the ideal line. This dotted line. What is here the dotted line which represents the ideal gas, ideal solution, ideal line. But here the red color which is a curve like this. So this is a positive deviation. So the observed curve which is represents like this. The pressure actually you are getting like this. So you are getting a curve like this. So that curve is positive curve. If it is downward like this, if it is a downward curve, definitely it is a negative curve. That also you can check here. So this is a negative deviation with Raoult's law. See here the negative deviation. The curve, it is the curve which is less than the ideal curve. So this is the ideal curve, the dotted line which is ideal curve. And see here the less than, less than, less than. So it is a negative deviation. So if it is a positive deviation means, so this is a positive deviation. That is a greater than, see here, the ideal curve, the curve which is higher than this ideal curve. So very simple, positive deviation and the negative deviation. And these are the graphs. And this is one of the major differences. And we will see particularly why a particular solution is greater than, less than. These are the examples why. We will see all these things. So let us start with the negative deviation or positive. You can take any one. So let us start with the negative deviation with Raoult's law. So let us start with the negative. So first, negative deviation. Negative deviation with Raoult's law. So see here, what is the negative deviation here? So here the P total, it must be less than negative. So that is P naught A zeta A plus P naught B zeta B. Or else you can write PA which is less than P naught A zeta A. Or you can write PB which is less than, so PB which is less than, that is P naught B zeta B. And you can write, this is according to Raoult's law. And the next again delta V mix is less than 0 and delta H mix is less than 0. And the interactions of A comma A, B comma B, they are less than A comma B interactions. So we will see particularly all these things. So see here, these are the four conditions. So this is a Raoult's law condition, this is V mix, and this is H mix, and this is the interaction. So this comes under the negative deviation with Raoult's law. So we will see the examples are also. So see first here the negative deviation, it indicates that we will see here the total pressure, we are getting the total vapor pressure which is less than the calculated value. Here the PET, it doesn't follows Raoult's law. That means that you are getting less deviation here, negative deviation. That means it is a less than. That means the PET, which is nothing but it is a observed pressure with the manometer. The instrument, we will use an instrument which is manometer. So you have taken a two solution, one is A and one is B. So this is A and this is B, and when you are adding these two, you will get a mixture that is AB. So now let us see the interactions of this. So here the whatever the solution, you are getting the vapors, this vapor pressure and this vapor pressure, see here. So this is P naught A, this is P naught A, and this is P naught B, and this is P total, that is PA plus PB. So you should understand that the observed vapor pressure with the manometer is lesser than the calculated value. The calculated value means here, this is the calculated value. So here the calculated value, it indicates that you have to calculate that. How can you calculate this? So how can you calculate me? So this PA, so this PA, so I will show you again. So that PA, so here P naught AC here. So I'm taking those again solutions, those three solutions again. So this is first solution, and I'm taking the second solution. So this is the second solution, and you are getting a mixture which is this one. So this you are getting, and definitely it is a closed container. Definitely it is a closed container. Then only the vapors will be produced and the vapor pressure will obtain here. So see here, so this is A, and let us, this is A and this is B and this is C. So here this particular molecule, the vapor pressure, so this is P naught A and this is P naught B, and here you will get the vapors which is here AB is there, that is AB, sorry, AB, this is B and this is A. So this is P naught B and this is PA plus PB, the partial vapor pressure of A and B, that is P total. So here you can observe that, so this PA and PB is calculated, is observed with the instrument called a manometer, and we can calculate that. In a, by using the Raoult's law. So Raoult's law, he given this particular formula. See here, P total, which is equal to P naught A zeta A plus PB P. So this is P naught A zeta A. This is P naught A zeta A plus P naught B zeta B. So here this P naught A, P naught B. So you have taken this P naught A, P naught B. So this P naught A, P naught B are nothing but they are the constant values. So here pure A is there. So best example I have taken here, let us take, it is a chloroform, CHCl3, this is A, and the another one which is acetone. So why actually I have taken the acetone also, I will tell you later. But here the chloroform, A is a chloroform, B is a acetone here. So what happens, see here. So when this chloroform is combined with acetone, so whenever we are combining the chloroform with acetone, so what happens, see here. So the chloroform is having a particular P naught A value, the specific P naught A value at a certain temperature. It is a fixed constant value. And I will show you a table so that you can easily see the P naught A value also. For each liquid, there is a specific P naught A value, and even acetone will also have a particular value. So next the AB, so you are getting the total pressure, that is PT, that P total, that is PA plus PB, it must equal with the P naught A zeta A plus P naught B zeta B. So what is this zeta A zeta B? This is a mole fraction. If you are taking this is as a 30% of chloroform and acetone with 70%, then what is the zeta A? Definitely 30% means 0.3, and here 0.7. So you have to take the concentration as a mole fraction, that is 0.3 and 0.7. So you will get the value that is total. So if it is getting equal, then it is an ideal solution. But the observed pressure which is greater than the calculated value in case of the negative deviation. Why? What is the reason? So you are getting the pressure which is lesser, which is getting the lesser. So if it is equal, then it is a Raoult's law, it is following, it is an ideal solution. But it is a non-ideal solution with a negative deviation. That means you are getting the lesser pressure. Why you are getting the lesser pressure? So let us see here. So in why it is having the lesser pressure mean that. So you can see here the interaction. So the interactions of A comma A and B comma B, and which is less than A comma B. So see here the interaction. So the interactions of A comma A. So that interactions of A comma A is nothing but you have taken this chloroform. So I have taken this chloroform. See here. So chloroform and chloroform, the interaction will be like this. I have taken the chloroform like this. So let us take again those. So see here the interactions. So see here A comma A and B comma B, the interactions are lesser comparing with the A comma B. That means they are the stronger here and they are weaker here. So that means here A comma B, it is having a stronger interactions comparing with A comma A. So that means there is a weaker interactions of this A comma A. It means that simply the interactions of A with A, which is somewhat distance, the interaction is very weak comparing with AB. So here also you can take the chloroform molecule. This is a chloroform molecule. They are having lesser interaction. Even the acetone B comma B are also very weaker. But in case of A comma B, they are very stronger. The interactions are very stronger. It means that all will come closer. All the molecules will come closer. So that means that there is a strong interaction of A comma B. So what is the major difference between this AA and BB? So AA and BB with AB. So here AA, BB are similar. They are having the weaker interaction. So the volume is very high. But when in case of the AB, there is a strong interaction. So all the molecules will come closer. So definitely see, you can look into here. So see here, all the molecules are coming closer here. So whenever you are getting closer here, that means the volume will decreases. So volume will decreases means, so you let us take it is a 20 ml of chloroform. Let us take it is a liquid with 20 ml of chloroform, and here I have taken the 20 ml of chloroform. So here the volume, if you are getting definitely 40 ml, then definitely it is an ideal solution. But now you are not getting a 40 ml. You are not getting a 40 ml here. Now what happens? You will get only just 30 ml. 30 ml. So why? What is the reason here? Because the volume is decreasing here due to the interactions are increasing here. So before the addition of A and B, so the interactions are weaker here. But when you are adding A and B, the new interactions, they are much stronger comparing with the initial. So the volume will increases. So here you have taken the 40 ml. So initial you have taken the 40 ml. The final you have taken 30 ml. So that means that delta V, that is the change in volume. So that is 30 minus 20 plus 20. So that is final minus initial. Final you are getting 30 ml. Initial you have taken 40 ml. That is a minus 10 is a value. So that means the negative. See here the delta V mix which is less than 0. So that means the volume is decreasing here less than 0. So why the 10 ml you are getting here negative with a negative deviation? Why you are getting the negative? Because so you need to understand that. So here the force of attractions of AB is very high comparing with the AABB. So what is the reason why actually the AB interactions are getting stronger here? So I will tell you the exact reason for this. So see here why they are getting very strong. So that is acetone and chloroform. Let us see here the acetone and chloroform. So let us take the acetone. So see here. So what is the structure of acetone? So that is a chloroform. Let us take the 3 chlorines like this. Chlorine, chlorine, chlorine. And this is a hydrogen. And you can take acetone. What is the structure of acetone? That is C double bond O and CH3, CH3. And see here. So the interaction of this acetone and chloroform. So see here, this chlorine is more electronegative and this chlorine also more electronegative. So it will withdraw the electrons from the carbon. You are getting a partial electronegative here. So that means you are getting the negative effect here. So here the chlorine is electron withdrawing group. So partially you are getting the negative charge. so that this hydrogen will move towards to like this. The electron will captured by the carbon. So that means this hydrogen you will get the partial positive charge. Even this carbon also, this oxygen is more electronegative. So definitely you will get the negative charge. There is a formation of hydrogen bonding between this hydrogen and oxygen. Before the addition of this chloroform and acetone, there is no such interaction. So before the addition of chloroform with acetone, there is no such interaction. So there is no interaction with the hydrogen bonding. But when you are adding this again, the chloroform with acetone, you are getting a new hydrogen bond that is much stronger. So the stronger interactions is there. So first the molecules will be like this. So first molecules will be like this. But after when you are adding, the molecule will come closer like this. So they will come closer. So that what happens? So the volume actually this is like this. But whenever they are come closer, definitely the volume will be completely decreases. So volume completely decreases means the delta V mix is like this less than 0. So volume is decreasing. Then the vapors must be also decreases. So volume, so that the volume completely decreases. There is force of interaction is very high. So how can they produce a more vapor pressure? So it must actually in the vapor pressure. So you have to get the value. So let us take by calculated value from the Rawls law. You can calculate this particular value. Let us take you are getting a pressure. Let us take 300, and the units of the pressure will be mmHg, or you can take bar, tar, whatever may be. Let us take the units will be mmHg. So see here, you are getting 300. You are calculating the vapor pressure, that is 300, but you are getting only with the instrument you are getting only 250. That means 50 pressure is decreased here. The vapor pressure is decreased here. Why the vapor pressure is decreased here? Because there is an interactions of A comma B that is very high. So there is an interaction is very high means the volume decreases. So the interactions are very high. That means they will come very closer. So how can they vaporize high? సో అంటే రెండు మొత్తం అన్ని దగ్గరకు వచ్చేస్తున్నాను. ఎంత దగ్గరకు వస్తే ద ఫోర్స్ ఆఫ్ అట్రాక్షన్ పెరిగి అంత దగ్గరకు వచ్చి కిందికి వచ్చి వాల్యూమ్ తగ్గిపోతుంది. సో వాల్యూమ్ తగ్గిపోయి కిందికి వస్తుంది కాబట్టి నీకు ప్రెజర్ అనేది వేపర్ ప్రెజర్ అక్కడ ప్రెజర్స్ అనేది అంతగానం డెవలప్ అవ్వవు. ఎందుకు వేపర్ ప్రెజర్ డెవలప్ అవ్వవు అంటే వేపర్ ప్రెజర్ డెవలప్ అవ్వాలి అంటే ఈ సర్ఫేస్ మీద మాలిక్యూల్స్ ఏవైతే ఉన్నాయో దిస్ పర్టికులర్ సర్ఫేస్, సో దిస్ సర్ఫేస్ మాలిక్యూల్ విల్ ఎవాపరేట్. సో ఈ సర్ఫేస్ మాలిక్యూల్స్ ఎంత ఫ్రీగా మూవ్ అయితే అంత ఈజీగా ఎవాపరేట్ అవుతుంది. సో ఇఫ్ దిస్ ఫోర్స్ ఆఫ్ అట్రాక్షన్ విత్ దిస్ మాలిక్యూల్, సో కింద ఏవైతే బల్క్ మాలిక్యూల్స్ ఉన్నాయో ఇఫ్ there is an interaction with the surface molecule and the bulk molecule, if the interactions between this surface molecule and the bulk molecule which is very high, so the vaporization will not take place. సో వేపరైజేషన్ జరగాలి అంటే ఈ పైన ఉన్న సర్ఫేస్ మాలిక్యూల్స్ మస్ట్ హ్యావ్ ద హై కైనెటిక్ ఎనర్జీ. దే మస్ట్ మూవ్ ఫ్రీలీ సో దట్ ద వేపర్స్ కెన్ బి ప్రొడ్యూస్డ్ హియర్. But there is a strong interaction after the formation of a bond between this chloroform and acetone. Not only this chloroform and acetone, you can take any other some example. Let us take the ether, dimethyl ether. So dimethyl ether also you can take. So dimethyl ether means there is a dimethyl ether. So what is a dimethyl ether? So this is a dimethyl ether, that is OCH3 and CH3, dimethyl ether. Again there is also an interaction. So if there is a hydrogen bonding, if there is a hydrogen bonding means there is a strong force of attraction. So strong force of attraction, that means that A and B. So A and B, there is a strong force of attraction. They will come very closer, volume decreases, and they come closer means the interaction is very high, so that the vaporization is not possible. So the vapors will not produce means the pressure, the vapor pressure is decreased. So due to that, so 250 you are getting only 250 pressure with the instrument, but calculated value with Rawls law you are calculating, you are getting 300. So this is the negative deviation. So the negative deviation with Rawls law, which indicates that the pressure must be observed which is less than the calculated value. Why it is less than? Because the interactions, they are developing a new interaction, so that molecules are come closer here, so that the volume decreases, and the force of attraction, so force of attraction will come closer. It means that the vapor pressure definitely it is not possible. There is no generation of, there is no production of vapors here. సో వేపరైజేషన్ జరగాలి అంటే సర్ఫేస్ మాలిక్యూల్స్ అన్ని దూరం ఇట్లా మూవ్ అవ్వాలి. ఫోర్స్ ఆఫ్ అట్రాక్షన్ అన్ని కలిపి ఒకటే దగ్గర ఉంటే సో వేపర్స్ ప్రొడ్యూస్ అవ్వలేవు. సో ఇన్ దాట్ వే So this is a negative deviation. So the delta V mix, that is less than 0. And see here the delta H mix is also less than 0. So here the delta H mix is also less than 0. It means that, so delta H mix is nothing but the heat energy. So delta H mix is nothing but the heat energy. So let us take the heat energy. So nothing but the delta H mix is also called the enthalpy of reaction. So delta H, generally it is a positive, and it is delta H, it is negative. So if it is a positive, means that is observed. So the energy is observed. And if it is negative, then it means that it is released. It is released. So when actually the positive and the negative, so I already told you that to break the bond, for breaking, so to break the bond, generally we will supply the energy, that is it must absorb that particular energy. So we are supplying the heat energy to break a particular bond. But in making a bond, it must release certain amount of energy. So if it is releasing energy, then it is negative. If it is absorbed, then it is positive. So see here what happened. So if the energy is here, so here A and B. So see here, and again I'm taking, this is A and B, and see here. So here the molecules are, see here, they are weaker here. That means the molecules are somewhat distance like this. So even B also like this. B also like this. So you now here A comma B, the interactions are very strong. That means they are very come closer like this. So all the molecules, they are very, very near. So see here. So they are very near. So see here. So first, to add this particular, when you are adding these two particular mixture, so that is A and B. So you are adding A and B. So what happens? So when you are adding A and B, so see here, adding A and B. So it must form A comma B. So what happens? You need to break down this A comma A and B comma B. Then you will get the two molecules of A and B. So then only it is possible. So here we are breaking this particular A comma A bond. So that means we must supply the heat energy. So here it is making a new bond. That means it will release a certain amount of energy. Here it will releases, but here it is absorbs. So it will absorb the energy and it is released energy. So if the absorbed energy is equal with the released energy, then definitely it is ideal solution. If the absorbed energy is equal with the released energy, then definitely it is an ideal solution. But here it is a non-ideal solution. Why it is equal? It is not equal. But the question is which is less than or equal. So if the released energy is higher, so if the released energy is higher, definitely it is a negative. So you know that. So released means definitely it is negative. Observed means it is a positive. So let us understand this. So I will take the certain joules. So let us take to break this particular bond. So see here. So let us take to break this particular bond. So A comma E, let us take, I need 50 joules. Here also I need 50 joules. So here if it is releasing 100 joules, definitely it is an ideal solution. But it is not releasing 100 joules. So it is not releasing 100 joules. So let us assume that it is releasing 120 joules. It is releasing excess, that is 120 joules. How it is releasing? See here, why actually it is releasing extra. So first here weaker, their interactions are weaker. So that means it need only less joules, because the bond, see here, they are actually there some distance here. Anni దూరం దూరం ఉన్నప్పుడు దాన్ని బ్రేక్ చేయడానికి అంత ఎనర్జీ అవసరం లేదు. So we have given only 100 joules. So 50 joules for A and 50 joules for to break B. And then it will release 120 joules here. It is getting extra. So why it is giving? Because there is interactions are very stronger comparing with A comma A and B comma B. So it is making a new interaction with very strong. So that means it will release more amount of heat energy. So ఇక్కడ ఎంత వీక్ గా ఉన్నాయి అంటే అంత తక్కువ ఎనర్జీయే అబ్జర్వ్ అవుతుంది. బట్ ఇక్కడ ఎంత స్ట్రాంగ్ గా ఉంది అంటే అంత స్ట్రాంగ్ గా అంత ఎక్కువగా హీట్ ఎనర్జీ రిలీజ్ అవుతుంది. So here the amount of heat energy, so here 120 joules. So here the released energy is more. So here the released energy is more than the absorbed energy. So if the released energy is more, so that means released, so definitely released energy more, that means negative. So the delta H mix actually it is less than 0. If it is less than 0, so see here, this is a negative deviation of the Raoult's law. So here the Raoult's law indicates that, so here with the negative deviation means completely you are getting the less than, less than, less than. See here, all these are the less than, less than, less than, like this. So here the first even it is a less than pressure also. So pressure, so with the manometer, with the instrument, you are getting the lesser pressure. So why you are getting the lesser pressure means the interactions are very high, so that molecule will come very closer, so the volume decreases. So the interactions are very high, so they do not produce much vapors. So they are not producing that much vapor. We will not get such high amount of vapor pressure. So the here the vapor pressure is decreased here. The vapor pressure is decreased because the interactions are increasing here. There is a strong interaction, so that even the volume mix, B mix, the volume will also decreases. Even the enthalpy, so here the heat energy will released more than the absorbed energy. So this is a negative deviation, and we can understand this by using a graph also. See here the graph also. So the graph, so this particular graph, see here the negative deviation. So see here, this is the dotted line which represents the ideal line. But see here the curve which is the below, under this ideal line there is a curve. So the curve belongs to the negative deviation curve, like this, the negative deviation. So it is negative. So you are getting the values lesser than the actual pressure, lesser than the calculated values. So you are getting the actual pressure with the manometer. Those values are the lesser than the calculated value by using Raoult's law. So Raoult's law calculate చేస్తే ఈ లైన్ వస్తుంది, ఐడియల్ లైన్ రావాలి. సో రాకుండా ఇంకా కిందికి వస్తుంది, లెస్సర్ వస్తుంది, కాబట్టి ఇట్ ఈస్ ద నెగటివ్ డీవియేషన్. అండ్ నౌ విల్ సీ ద పాజిటివ్ డీవియేషన్ ఆల్సో. సో పాజిటివ్ డీవియేషన్ మీన్స్ definitely you will get the higher curve. See here the higher curve, this is the positive deviation curve. So you are getting the excess amount of pressure. We will see that thing also, why it is getting the positive curve. So let us take, so see here, so let us take the positive deviation. So let us take the positive deviation also. So positive deviation. So positive deviation. So that means that first P total, it is greater than P naught A. So P naught A zeta A plus P naught B zeta B. And you can write PA which is greater than P naught A zeta A. And you can write PB which is greater than P naught B zeta B. And see here the next delta V mix is greater than 0, and delta H mix. So delta H mix is also greater than 0. Even the interactions of A comma A, B comma B, they are greater than the A comma B. So let us take the best example with the HCl. Not HCl, so I will take another one which is benzene. Let us take the water with benzene. Water with benzene, simple example. So see here what is the actual happening here. So see here, so you have, now we will study the positive deviation. So positive, that means we are getting the excess amount of pressure than the calculated value. So it is actually, it is not following the Raoult's law. If it is a following Raoult's law means, then it is an ideal gas. So if it is following the Raoult's law means that you must get the equal like this, but you are not getting the equal. So why it is getting the excess amount of pressure? So see here. So first I have taken again two solutions like this. So see here, we are adding these two and you are getting AB. This is A and this is B and this is AB. So see here the pressure. So here the interactions of A, B, and see here. So first the interaction, see here the interaction A comma A and B comma B. So what happened? The interactions are stronger here comparing with the A comma B. That means here they are weaker again, and here they are the stronger interaction. So stronger interaction, there is a strong force of attraction. The molecule A comma A, they are very strong here. See here. Here even B comma B also very strong here. The molecules are very closer here. But in case of AB, so they are very weaker. The force of attraction is very less. That means the molecule will be like this. Molecule will be like this, where they are very, very distant. So see here. So why it is having that much distance? Because the force of attraction of AB, which is very less. So here the interactions are decreasing here. In the last case, in the negative deviation, the interactions are increasing, but here the interactions are decreasing. So see here. So let us take the volume. So you can take the volume also. So see, if the interactions are here, the stronger are there. So let us take here to the 20 ml here, and here I'm taking again 20 ml. So you must get a 40 ml to behave an ideal gas, but it is not an ideal gas. So here the volume is increasing. So why the volume is increasing? So see here, the volume, which is, this is a positive deviation. So volume will increases 20 plus 20, 40. You are initially you have taken 40. So if you are getting again final volume as 40, then it is the ideal solution. But you are not getting 40, you are getting a 50 ml. Now you are getting a 50 ml. So why it is getting the 50 ml? Because here the volume is increasing. So here the interactions of A comma A, B comma B, they are very strong. So the molecules, they are very, very nearer and they are very closer. అన్ని ఒక దగ్గర ఉంటాయి కాబట్టి వాల్యూమ్ తక్కువ ఉంటుంది. బట్ అదే ఏ కామా బికి వెళ్ళినప్పుడు అన్ని దూరం దూరం అయిపోయినాయి. సో ఏ కామా బి, దే ఆర్ ద వీకర్ ఇంటరాక్షన్. సో ద వాల్యూమ్ విల్ ఇంక్రీజెస్. So volume increases. So you can check here the final volume, which is 50 minus the initial volume 20 plus 20, 40. You are getting the 10 ml. This is the delta V mix, the change in volume after mixing, which is greater than 0. So see here, that is a greater than 0. You are getting the 10 ml extra here. So because the volume is increasing here. So here the first point, which is the pressure increases. It is a positive deviation with Raoult's law. So that means you must get the higher pressure. Why you are getting the excess amount of pressure? Because here A comma B, the interactions are weaker, so that the molecules, they are moving very freely because there is no force of attraction. So the molecules of AB, they are moving freely. They are having high amount of kinetic energy. So they are having high volume, so that they can easily vaporize. So they are ready to vaporize because the volume is very high, so that they are having more kinetic energy because there is no force of attraction with other molecules. So here this molecule will not interact with other molecule, and it will not interact with other molecule because they are very distant. See here. So there is a much distance between these two molecules. So this molecule can easily vaporize. So if it is forming more vapors, that means vapor pressure will be high. So here they are very close here. One molecule will have the close interaction with the other. So there is no generation of, there is no production of vapors here. So that the formation of vapors here. So in case of AB, the vapors will be very high. So due to the interactions are very less, so the vapors are very high. So the pressure is increased, even the value increased here. And the last part, which is the enthalpy, H mix is also very important thing. So even the H mix is equal to greater than 0. So that means that, so it is greater than 0. That means it is a positive. Positive means that so it is absorbed energy. So the absorbed energy, which is greater than the released energy. If it is absorbed energy is higher, then it is definitely it is a positive only, the delta H mix. If it is a positive, it is a absorbed energy. Negative for the released energy. So here the why the absorbing, it is more energy comparing with the released energy, because the interactions of A comma A and B comma B, they are very, very strong here. So they are very strong means we need huge amount of energy to break the bonds of A comma A and B comma B. So see here, you can see here the interactions of A comma B, they are very, very close here. That means to break that particular A comma A bond, we need very high amount of energy. So that means it will absorb more amount of energy comparing with the AB, that is the released energy. So you can take the energy also. If you let us take, it is 50 joules of energy. Here the 50 joules of energy. Now you should, it must get the 100 joules for the ideal solution, but it is not ideal solution. It will release only 80 joules. It will release only 80 joules. Here the joules, the energy is decreased here. So it will release as only 80 joules, but absorbed will be 100 joules. So here it is absorbed 100 joules, released will be only 80 joules. Here what is the reason? Because the A comma A, B comma B, they are very, very strong interactions. They are very, very nearer. So to break that particular point, we need huge amount of energy. So that way the absorbed will be very high. So the delta H mix is a positive. So see here. So I will tell you the best example also. So that means the interactions will be A comma A and B comma B. They are initially they are very strong interaction. But after when we are adding A comma A and A comma B, you are getting the weaker interaction. Why you are getting the weaker interaction? See here, the water and benzene. You can take such compounds. So water and benzene. So see here, the water is generally having the hydrogen bonds. Even the benzene will have water will have the hydrogen bond. Benzene, it is a non-polar, it is not having any hydrogen bond, but it will disturb this particular hydrogen bond, because in a water and benzene, see here, in a water and benzene, actually the water and benzene, it cannot completely react, but even though if it is reacting, so the hydrogen bonds will be disturbed with the benzene, so that the interaction of A comma B, the water and benzene, so there is no such interaction. So benzene molecule and water molecule, they are repulsive with each other. Those molecules, they are very they are repulsive with each other, and it makes two layers actually. So the A comma B, the interactions are very weaker comparing with the A comma A and B comma B. So this is an idea about the positive deviation, and you can see even the curves also. See here the curve. So this is a curve, the positive deviation. See here, you are getting an extra pressure. So you are getting an extra pressure. See here, the amount you are getting the pressure like this. So you are getting the pressure like this. You are getting the excess pressure. So this is a positive deviation. Positive means, so see here, I have already written the differences. So see here the difference between those two curves, those positive deviation and the negative deviation. So see here. So the positive deviation means all you are getting the greater than like this. And here greater than, everything you have write greater than, very simple. But here again the less than, everything you have to write the less than. And these are all the example: water plus benzene, water plus toluene, methanol, benzene. Here the chloroform, acetone, HCl, water. Even the HCl and water, HCl can form hydrogen bond. Even this water can form, it can make more hydrogen bonds. So the interactions will be increased here. But here this water, this is a polar and this is non-polar. So they do not interact with each other. They are repulsive with each other, so that the interactions will getting weaker here. So here the interactions are weaker here. Hence the volume increases. So the pressure definitely it is increases. So it is a positive deviation. Here the interactions are getting weaker here. So sorry, the interactions are getting very stronger here. So A comma B, the interactions are very strong here due to the formation of hydrogen bonding. So the volume completely decreases. So even the pressure also decreases. So these are the differences between the positive deviation and the negative deviation. And there is also similarities also there for the non-ideal gas and ideal gas. So this is the ideal, this is a non-ideal gas. In the non-ideal gas, there is a positive deviation and the negative deviation with Raoult's law. These are the differences. And see here, simply if it follows an ideal gas, that means that you will get definitely all are equal like this. So if you are getting equal like this, then it is equal to an ideal gas. If it is greater than, it is a positive deviation. If you are writing less than, then it means a negative deviation with Raoult's law. But there is a small similarities also with the ideal gases and non-ideal gas also. See here that actually that is not that much important, but you must know that, you must understand that. So because ideal gas, actually for the ideal gas and non-ideal gas, so there is a small similarities also. I will show you those things. Okay, so there is a similarities also. So the similarities is nothing but only two are there, that is the delta S mix. Delta S mix is 0, greater than 0, and delta G mix is also, it is less than 0. And remember these two things, they are for both ideal and non-ideal. Even ideal solution are having the entropy mix that is greater than 0, and non-ideal gas is also having the Gibbs free energy that is less than 0. So actually this S indicates the entropy, and G which indicates Gibbs free energy. Actually these two things we will study in the thermodynamics. Then in the next session we will start with the thermodynamics. But remember one thing here, S is nothing but the entropy. Entropy is nothing but the randomness. So randomness. So if the molecules are like this, then the entropy will be more. The randomness of a molecule, that is the entropy. So when you are adding A and B, you are getting a solution. The solution may be ideal or non-ideal. Both are having the entropy maximum. So always the entropy is moving towards the maximum. Always it is greater than 0. Remember that. So delta S mix is greater than 0. And the next case, that is G. G is nothing but Gibbs free energy. That is, so if it is a spontaneous process, then definitely it will be a less than 0. So if it is a spontaneous process, so spontaneous process. So both the ideal solution and non-ideal solution, they are the spontaneous process. So the delta G mix, which is less than 0. I will explain you this entropy and Gibbs energy in the thermodynamics chapter. And you have to only simply remember that for the ideal gas and non-ideal gas, there is a similarity in case of these two. But there is a huge difference between these two things. So for the ideal solution, it must follow the Raoult's law. So it must follow Raoult's law. And the delta H mix is equal to 0. And delta V mix, that is equal to 0. And the interactions of A comma A, B comma B, and A comma B, that is equal to, all are equal. But in case of non-ideal solution, all are not equal. All whatever may be, that may be non-equal. And in case of non-ideal solution, you are having again positive deviation and the negative deviation. So positive deviation, that means you are getting the excess amount of pressure, excess volume. You have to use the greater than like this. And here you have to use less than like this. So that I will send the notes also. You can easily understand this ideal solution and non-ideal solution. And now we will see the curves, ideal solution curves of. So see here the ideal solution curves. So this is also very important thing, because so here generally the ideal solution, till now we have seen the curves which are pressure versus mole fraction. So this is already we seen that the mole fraction. So here on the y-axis we are taking the pressure, and on x-axis we are taking the mole fraction. So this we have already seen that by using the Raoult's law, it is following the ideal gas. Now there is another graph which is also exactly similar, but it is a temperature versus mole fraction. So here this is the pressure versus mole fraction, and it is a temperature versus mole fraction. So here you need to understand that there is a pressure versus mole fraction, temperature versus mole fraction. So here the temperature is nothing but the boiling point. So the boiling point you must know here. So if let us take the boiling point and temperature. So let us talk about the boiling point. So if the pressure is high, then the boiling point will be very low here. And here the pressure is inversely relation with the boiling point. That you should understand here. So why actually it is inversely related? I will show you. See here. So see here. So the pressure and the relation with the boiling point, that is inversely relation with the boiling point. So let us take this two solution like this. And you are using a piston like this, and you are using a piston like this. So what happens? See here. So here you are increasing the pressure. You are completely increasing. So the molecule will come very closer here. And here you are lifting up the piston so that molecules are moving freely. So here the pressure is increasing here, and here the pressure is decreasing here. So what is a boiling point? So the required temperature to boil this particular liquid. So to boil this particular liquid, and we need only less amount of energy, because here the pressure is very less. That means the molecules, they are having the more kinetic energy. They are ready to, they are freely they are moving. That means that, so they are moving. So that we need only less amount of energy to boil that particular, and so we are converting the liquid into vapor phase. So we are converting liquid into vapor phase. That is the boiling point. So boiling is nothing but the point at which the liquid is converting into vapor phase at a particular pressure. So at a particular pressure, so we are generally, if we are increasing the temperature at particular point, the liquid is converted into vapor pressure. So if you increase the pressure, what happens? So if you decrease the pressure, so you are increasing the pressure means the molecule will come very closer. So the vapors cannot produce here. So that means the temperature required pressure will be very high. So you must understand that if the pressure is very high, so pressure is very high. So wait 1 minute. So sorry, it is not inversely. So see here actually, so here it is not pressure, it is a vapor pressure. So here you should understand here that, so let us take vapor pressure, actually it is inversely relation with the boiling point. And there is a difference between this pressure. Pressure is generally directly relation with the boiling point. You need to understand these two concepts here. So because the vapor pressure, I'm taking two conditions here. So this we are applying certain amount of pressure here, and here we are not applying. So here the vapor pressure is very, this is a pressure piston. So see here, so we are applying certain amount of pressure. So that means molecule they are very come closer here. So that is here the pressure is increasing. So general pressure here we are applying more, so that molecule will come closer. So we are applying, so heat, so we are increasing the pressure, we are compressing the liquid, so that so the molecules will come closer here. In the second case, so we are releasing the piston, so that means the molecule will be like this. So the molecules will be like this. So here the molecules are like this, but here they are very come closer like this. So here the pressure which is decreasing like this. Now what about the boiling point? So boiling point is a temperature required to boil a particular mixture. So here I need to boil this one and this one. Now which one I need more temperature? I need a boiling point. So I need a particular temperature to boil this particular mixture, first one and the second one. So which will have the more boiling point here? So definitely this first one will have the more boiling point here. So here the boiling point that is increases. So here the boiling point is more. So required boiling point which is very high. So why? What is the because the molecules are very close here. So to vaporize this, to boil this, we need a huge amount of energy. But here in case of the second case, the molecules are very distant. So they are freely moving. So freely they are moving means, so pressure we are decreasing very less. So the pressure we are decreasing means the temperature required to vaporize that. So to boil that particular liquid, which is also very low. Here the boiling point which is very low here. So you must understand that the pressure is directly relation with the boiling point. So pressure is directly relation with the boiling point. That is the case with the pressure. Now what about the vapor pressure? So vapor pressure is different with the pressure. So this pressure is nothing but this is the external pressure, whatever we are applying. So by using a piston we are applying. So by using this particular piston we are applying the pressure. So when we are applying the pressure means you have to use this piston to downwards. So అంటే ఆ పిస్టన్ ని మనం కిందికి కొట్టినప్పుడు ప్రెజర్ ఇంక్రీజ్ చేస్తున్నట్టు. అదే పిస్టన్ ని పైకి లేపినప్పుడు, పైకి లిఫ్ట్ చేసినప్పుడు దాని మీనింగ్ ఏంటి అంటే ప్రెజర్ ని తగ్గిస్తున్నట్టు. సో ప్రెజర్ పెంచినప్పుడు మాలిక్యూల్స్ అన్ని ఒక దగ్గరకు వచ్చేస్తాయి. సో అవి మనకు టెంపరేచర్ అయ్యి బాయిల్ కావాలి అంటే ఇట్ నీడ్ లాట్ ఆఫ్ టెంపరేచర్. అదే ఇక్కడ సెకండ్ కేసులో మాలిక్యూల్స్ అన్ని దూరం దూరం ఉన్నాయి. సో ప్రెజర్ అక్కడ వచ్చేసరికి తక్కువ ఉంది, అంటే పిస్టన్ ని మనం దగ్గర కాకుండా దూరం పెట్టినాం. సో ప్రెజర్ అక్కడ తక్కువ ఉంది, సో మాలిక్యూల్స్ అన్ని దూరం దూరంగా ఉన్నాయి. సో డెఫినెట్లీ మనకు అక్కడ అంత అవసరం లేదన్నమాట టెంపరేచర్. So the boiling point is directly relation with the boiling point. So pressure is directly relation with the boiling point. But here the vapor pressure is different with the vapor pressure is different. Vapor pressure is inversely relation with, see here the vapor pressure is inversely relation with the boiling point. So why? Let us see here. So vapor pressure, and see here this is a, so let us take the vapor pressure. Let us take A and it is B. And let us take here the vapor pressure is very high. It is very high. Let us take very high. And let us take here the vapor pressure is very low. It is 0. Let us take it is 0. And here the vapor pressure is very high. So here I have taken vapor pressure is very high. So here what is actually to mean the vapor pressure very high? So that means here already it is producing more vapors. So here the vapors are there here. the vapors are there. So the A solution, A. So here the surface molecule, there already it is evaporating. So the whatever the vapors here produced here, the pressure exerted by these vapors on this particular surface is called the vapor pressure. So in the general case, the pressure. So so I told you just now only the pressure which is directly relation with the boiling point. In that case, I told you that the pressure is nothing but we have to use a piston to apply more amount of pressure. So, but we are not supplying the pressure. We are not increasing the pressure here. So generally, two molecules are there. One is A, one is B. So one, if it is A, which is more volatile than B, that means the vapor pressure is more here. So let us take simple example, ether. And ether, which is very volatile here. Ether, which is actually the boiling point, which is 19. So in the room temperature also, it cannot actually present. Generally, ether, it is high volatile, means it can easily evaporate. So it can easily evaporate. The vapor pressure is very high, so that we do not need that much temperature to again vaporize that particular ether. So, but in case of water molecule, see here, you can take the water molecule. So water molecule, actually it is very less volatile comparing with the ether, and it is very less volatile, means it is not evaporating. So the boiling point, which is 100 degrees Celsius for the water molecule. You can take simple example. So simple solids, you can take the simple solid. So liquids, they are highly volatile. So the liquid can be easily evaporate, but solid, it is not possible to evaporate. So solids, they can be easily evaporate, means, so they are volatile. They are volatile. They need only less temperature to vaporize. But what about the solids? So you can take the solids like sugar, sucrose, urea. So sucrose, urea, these are the solids. Let us take, you have to take solids. So for the solids to vaporize, we need very huge amount of temperature. So that means here, so vapor pressure is different with the simple pressure. So pressure is nothing but whatever we are applying the pressure by using a piston, that is a pressure. But vapor pressure is a pressure exerted by the vapors of a closed container, So vapor pressure is very high. That means definitely we need only less temperature to vaporize that particular substance. If the vapor pressure is very low, that means if it is very less volatile, that means we need a huge amount of temperature, that is a boiling point. So now we will see the curves of the ideal gas and non-ideal gas. So see here the curves. So these curves are the pressure versus mole fraction and the temperature versus mole fraction. So the pressure versus mole fraction, we have already seen that. So see here, once again, I'm telling you the vapor pressure is directly inversely relation with the temperature. So see here what happens. So the pressure of A is greater than the pressure of B. The vapor pressure of A is more. That means it is producing more vapors. Why? Because it is more volatile. It is easily evaporating. So here P naught A, this is more evaporate. It is evaporating. It is highly volatile comparing with the B. So it is highly volatile. It is evaporating. అంటే అది ఆల్రెడీ ఎవాపరేట్ అవుతుంది, వేపర్ అవుతుంది. ఇంకా మనం దాన్ని వేపరైజ్ చేయడానికి ఏం కావాలి, తక్కువ టెంపరేచర్ కావాలి కదా. సో it is ready to evaporate. So this A is more volatile than B. That means that A is having high vapor pressure than B. That means that ఆల్రెడీ ఇట్ ఈస్ వేపర్స్ ప్రొడ్యూస్ చేస్తుంది, దానికి టెంపరేచర్ మనకి ఏం అవసరం లేదు, ఇక కొంచెం ఇస్తే సరిపోతుంది. సో హై వేపర్ ప్రెషర్ అంటే లో టెంపరేచర్. ఇఫ్ ఇట్ ఈస్ less vapor pressure, then it means that high temperature. So here the boiling point and vapor pressure both are inversely relation with each other. So see here the vapor pressure is very high, and here again the temperature of A, which is very low. This is the boiling point of A. This is the vapor pressure of A. See here the vapor pressure of A, which is more than the B. But see here the temperature of B, which is more than A. So the temperature of B, which is higher than the temperature of A, because both are inversely relation with each other. So these two curves are the ideal solution curves only. But the difference, it is the pressure versus mole fraction, and it is the temperature versus mole fraction. So remember that vapor pressure is inversely relation with the boiling point. So this is A, which is greater than B. It is more volatile, so more vapor pressure, then that is less boiling point. Here PB, which is which is very less volatile, less vapors it is producing, and less vapors it is producing mean it needs huge amount of energy. That is the boiling point is very high. So this is for the ideal gas. So you can take the non-ideal gas also. See here the non-ideal gas. So this non-ideal gas, this is the negative deviation. So see here the negative deviation because the curves are like this. So you can see here the curves. So here which is the negative like this, less than the ideal gas curve. The negative, even the negative pressures. So here the P naught A which is greater here, again the T naught A which is lesser here. అంటే ప్రెషర్ ఎక్కువ ఉంటే వేపర్ ప్రెషర్ ఎక్కువ ఉంటే బాయిలింగ్ పాయింట్ తక్కువ ఉంటుంది. సో అదే ప్రెషర్ తక్కువ ఉంటే బాయిలింగ్ పాయింట్ అది తక్కువ ఉంటే ఇది ఎక్కువ ఉంటుంది, ఇది ఎక్కువ ఉంటే తక్కువ ఉంటుంది. So both are inversely relation with each other. So first is A, P naught A which is higher than B, hence the T naught A which is lesser than the T naught B. And you can take any such example. So here the curve is like this. కింద ఉన్నది అప్పుడు ఏమైతే నన్ను పైకి వెళ్ళిపోతుంది. సో హియర్ ఇట్ ఈస్ ఇన్వర్స్ రిలేషన్ విత్ ఈచ్ అదర్. సో ప్రెషర్ ఇక్కడ తగ్గుతుందంటే అక్కడ టెంపరేచర్ పెరుగుతున్నట్టు అంతే కదా. సో హియర్ ద ప్రెషర్ and vapor pressure and the temperature both are inverse relation with each other. So here the curve represents like this. So here the curve must be like this. Here it is downward like this. Here it is upward like this. Here again the downward. Here upward. So you have to know that. So this curve also you should understand. One is the temperature versus mole fraction. Another one which is pressure versus mole fraction. You can see with the positive deviation also. This is the positive deviation curve. So see here the positive deviation. It is upward like this, but it is inversely, so it is a negative deviation. So the curve which is downward with the ideal gas. So see here, so this also which is upward, and this here it is a downward with the ideal solution, and here also this is upward, and here also the downward. So here the vapor pressure is inversely relation with the temperature. So that you should remember. That is a boiling point. So remember that thing. And the next, so fractional distillation.